All right, guys, the Screen Team is back, and I'm getting ready for this next review. Looking forward to it. It's a movie called Tag, and if you're not familiar with this film, it came out in the summer of 2018. The movie's about a small group of former classmates who organize an annual game of tag that requires some travel all over the country. If you haven't seen the trailer for this movie, you got to check it out. It's based on a true story about these guys playing tag with each other for many, many years. And I've got a couple of my friends ready to review this film. We've got Mark and Annie. How are you guys doing?
Great. How are you?
I am doing
Good.
awesome. So, guys, how'd you guys find out about tag? Did you guys see the trailer first off, or did you guys just go in blind?
Annie?
My sister happened to see the movie, and I said, "What's this movie Tag about?" And she, like you said, gave the little brief down on it and said it was hilarious. So Mark and I decided that we wanted to go, and it didn't disappoint. It was funny from start to finish.
Now, Mark, do you agree with that? Do you agree with Annie? Was it funny?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I personally, I liked the cast. I thought they worked really well with one another. I also enjoyed just the idea that it was based on a true story about a simple game of tag, and they did a great job of making it really funny, and it moved really quickly for me. I was surprised at how, what the time was for the movie, but it seemed like it didn't last that long. And also the music in it is outstanding. So even the soundtrack to it was a lot of fun with having Beastie Boys in there and some upbeat music. So I really enjoyed it.
If your soundtrack has Beastie Boys in it, you're set. That's
So,
a movie to see.
so tell me, guys, how did this game of tag work? Was it just during a few weeks out of the year that these guys got together and played tag, and why did they keep it on so long?
Well, it was a way to connect, to keep everybody connected, because it seemed like people lived in different states or in different parts of the United States, and they only met. They were only allowed to do this game one time out of the month.
No,
one month out of the year.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's,
1 month out of the year.
Spoiler alert, but if you get tagged, you're it.
Thanks for giving it away, man. I appreciate that.
And so they got together for their friend's wedding. They didn't realize their friend was getting married, and they knew that it was open season to get somebody that has not been tagged yet. So it's a lot of fun to watch these group of friends try to get together to get this one friend of theirs who somehow out of 30 years was not touched. So.
What was really cool was, like Annie said, it's based on a true story. So it was fun going back after the movie, and there was a lot of news stories done about the true story and about the group of friends that the movie was based on. So it's kind of neat to go back and see what from the movie actually happened, and what was Hollywoodized. So that was pretty cool, and it was one of those movies where at the end it's enjoyable, like Annie said, all the way through, and at the end I thought, I could see this again, which I don't often think about movies I go to see. So yeah, I think it's fun. It's it was a good date night movie.
And most importantly, stay around for the credits, because at the end of the credits, they have a few blurbs. I won't give it away, but definitely watch the end of the credits.
Okay, guys. So I'm curious. The movie is rated R. I'm assuming it's rated R for language and stuff like that. But is this a raunchy comedy, or is it a little bit toned down from that kind of comedy?
Yeah, I'd say it's raunchy, and actually, that's if there's one thing I'm disappointed in, I'd say it's that Isla Fisher is in it, and she's fine as an actress and everything, but it was her character. I think that was really the raunchiest, and I think the reason that is disappointing is there's movies that that's kind of their stated goal, and you expect that, but for this movie, I think it was completely unnecessary. I think the movie could have easily stood on its own and been very funny without all of that or without most of it. And I think it seemed to me that the movie was kind of pushing some of that stuff just to be over the top. And I think if there was anything that took away from the movie, it was that. So if I could change anything, I'd say that they should have done less of that and just had the movie be funny for what it was, because it was a great movie by itself.
From what he said, it's definitely R for a reason. Definitely somebody who is under 18 really shouldn't watch it. Even though you think it's a simple game of tag, but as far as the language goes and the content from their dialogue, some of the dialogue, yeah, it's definitely an adult movie. But for an adult, I enjoyed it.
So did you guys have any favorite characters? Annie, I remember you mentioned the cast, that you guys enjoyed the cast, but was there anybody who stood out to you guys in this film? You know, you had Ed Helms from The Office, St. Louis and John Hamm was in it as well. Jeremy Renner was in it as the guy who never gets tagged. Was there a standout to each of you guys in this movie?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big John Hamm fan, which is surprising for him for being a St. Louis native, but he was hilarious. I thought he did a great job. I enjoyed watching his character. I thought he was fantastic. And it is always Ed Helms. He's just a funny guy, and he has whatever he's casted in, he does a great job of being that character actor.
I thought Hannibal Buress, who I didn't even know who he was before I saw the movie, but he plays Kevin Sable. And he just has some of the stuff he says. It's just kind of dry humor. He just, he's like the flat affect guy. And some of the stuff he says just cracked me up. I thought his character was really well written, really funny.
And you guys both said that you guys would give this a rewatch in the future. Is that right?
Yes,
I would.
All right. The movie is called Tag, starring John Hamm and Ed Helms and also Jeremy Renner, and you can find it on DVD. Annie and Mark, thank you guys so much for your review. You guys did great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We got more reviews coming your way right here on the Screen Team. And remember, we want you to know before you go.